I'm so thankful to my aunt for introducing me to Buddha CEO, and it has changed my life to the extent that now I have more energy. Right after the meditation, I have time to cook 3 dishes, and I'm more focused. When I'm cooking, I'm just cooking. I'm not thinking about 5 different things. Earlier, while cooking, my thoughts would be, my mind would be, not focused. I would be thinking about 10 different things, whether my kids have done their homework, what to do what should I pack for lunch for tomorrow. So I have experienced it, and that's why I'm sharing it. And this is just 17 days. So this is the difference this meditation has made in my life, and I only have good things to um, say about meditation. And one thing that I shared with my aunt was about, I was having this hip pain, which has vanished, and I don't know how, but it has vanished, totally vanished. And a few things I also want to share, that initially, I have a joint family. My mother-in-law stays with us, and normally she's, watching TV at a high volume. So even when if she's upstairs and I'm meditating downstairs, and even if I have my headphones, um, I was getting agitated in the beginning. Oh, how do I tell her? Now I'm in my meditation, my hands are clasped, and I'm focusing, and but slowly I controlled my thinking in the way that, what's the point of meditating if I'm still stressing out or getting agitated by voices. And to my surprise, I stopped hearing the TV volume altogether. My mind was so focused, or why my mind went into deep sleep, that I could not hear the TV volume, even though the volume was there, full volume. So these are few things that I have experienced during this whole course. And I do value all the experiences that you share, and so many learned people share their experiences. And I'm absolutely enjoying this whole program, and it's amazing. And I definitely would want to continue this for as long as I can. Thank you so much.
Namaste, dear friends and masters. With meditation, we are connected to everything and attached to nothing. Attachment is rooted in the fear, and when the fear goes, we realize the unlimited potential within us. Spiritual practice is the art of knowing how to suffer, how to handle sufferings and generate happiness so as to lead a joyous life. Just like a gardener knows how to make good use of mud so as to grow lotus flowers. Life becomes such a beautiful thing when we realize that miracles can happen every day and we are the greatest miracles of all. A very warm welcome to the day 34 of our program, Gratitude. Let us enhance our spiritual quotient. Over to you, Chandra sir.
Thank you, Namita madam. Happy morning, dear friends and masters. Wonderful afternoon, evening. Those sharings by that master is the sharings are reflecting our consideration towards everything around. Simple, but life is 99% full of such small events dealing with people and situations. We can make them very, very big and become fussy about it. I will simply develop that understanding that they become trivial, they become minimal. And with that understanding comes that support, which we call a miracle. Suddenly, I don't hear that noise at all. I never thought I can actually overcome the TV noise, but it just disappeared. So now, without hurting somebody, because they might have a genuine need of doing what they're doing, things got resolved automatically. Meditation resolves it. Because it works on a fundamental principle that there are infinite possibilities. Openness is the biggest trait a meditator, a meditative leader, a quantum leader has, being open. One of the traits that we operate when you become a meditator is to be open to everything and to be empathetic to everything. So there is mineral kingdom, there is plant kingdom, animal kingdom, human kingdom, angelic kingdom. First and foremost, we understand the human kingdom easily. Meditation, first and foremost, recognizes that we are the center of everything. We are that magnet attracting or repulsing through our vibrations. So we recognize it. And so then we become the greatest friend within the human kingdom to ourselves. Self-love, we call that self-love, self-acceptance. There is the greatest friendship that meditation is building with ourselves. Human kingdom is me and everybody around me. That me initially is only me, and slowly it is my family, maybe close circle of friends. That's all it is. Loving me and them together, the me is that defined. But then me and others. So first and foremost, the friendship is developed with me. Whatever your definition of me is. Because it recognizes everything starts from there. If I'm judging constantly, that's what I'm emitting as a vibration. And so then I'm influencing others that way. If I'm judging myself constantly, then I'm influencing me that way. So I change that and say, okay, now I am the greatest friend to me. I love me. I love my body. I love my what I'm doing. The only thing we guide ourselves is to say whether I'm doing anything to my satisfaction, my joy, my inner joy. Then pretty quickly meditation, and a true meditation is developing that same level of Empathy that you develop to yourself is to know everybody around. Friendship to everyone, all other people, the other me, the others, me and others, the others in the human kingdom. This is natural. Friendship with me and friendship with everybody. Then meditation naturally is extending as we are noticing the connection to everything and everyone around as us, as we are developing the spiritual scientific mindset that I am in everything and everything is in me. So we develop greatest friendship towards that animal kingdom. Animal kingdom, all animals, not some animals. Some animals are pets, other animals are not pets. They're designed for something else, not at all. So we develop that friendship towards animal kingdom simply because we want freedom and love and then experience, they want the same. So we love them. Friendship towards animal kingdom means no parent is forcing a child to eat eggs, eat meat. No expert is forcing a patient or someone need and say eat them because you're encouraging and you're not necessarily have that friendship towards an animal. Doesn't matter who that is. And true understanding, food plays really a tiny part in maintaining the body. Tiny. It only depends on how you think about food. Mind to matter it is. That book, Mind to Matter by Dawson Church, if you read and if you're scientific minded and bent and then look at them and read them, then you know how much the thought plays on the body and so how much the essence, how much food is necessary. It is only to the extent that you believe it is needed. But it is, of course, has to be seen that my food habits, are they causing another friend to be suffering? Simple. So friendship to the animals, naturally, as we see, as we evolve from animal kingdom to human kingdom, because everything is a higher experience. Mineral kingdom patiently waiting for millions and millions and millions of years and then slowly evolve. Those rocks become very much smooth. From there, then evolve into a plant kingdom. There's consciousness that is experienced. Pleasure and pain are experienced. And then evolve from there into animal kingdom where the consciousness becomes slowly develops into a group consciousness, and then slowly towards the end of it, there becomes an individual consciousness, like a lion, which is always individually, independently walking around. From a group consciousness, become an individual consciousness, and then graduate into human consciousness. So friendship with human kingdom, me and others, friendship with animal kingdom, then friendship naturally with the mineral and plant kingdom, what we call the nature, the planet. Friendship with the planet. It becomes obvious. We don't uproot trees just like that. We don't just take off branches just like that unless there is a real essential need. Just the way we take care of our home. If I throw a bag, it's going to make it dirty. I don't do that outside too, because it's the same feeling. True meditation embraces the whole because we experience every day that whole. So friendship with mineral and plant kingdom is naturally happening. If anyone looking to develop awareness about developing awareness about sustenance of the planet, then meditation is the top thing in the list for it to be introduced. It's called smart work. Because with meditation, the experience comes, so it is natural for someone to take care of the planet automatically. Basically, meditation moves us towards needs. When we move into the needs, then we consume less or consume what is absolutely necessary. The greed becomes need. And so it becomes natural for someone to take care of the planet, become very, very environment friendly. Because the insights come, the questions come. Then angelic kingdom is everything that is there invisible out there, which is the field of potentiality, that we become more and more friends with it every day in our meditation as we experience the field, as we experience that bliss, that joy, that calmness, that peace, that feeling of wholeness, whatever that is, then we going in there because we're becoming great friends with the field. So it's not just friendship with people, it's friendship with yourself, which is most ignored. You become the greatest person in your life first. Then friendship with others is naturally extended, the drop the me only attitude. Then friendship with animals, friendship with planets and mineral kingdom, everything out there, plants and minerals. And then friendship with angelic kingdom, which is the whole field. This is bound to happen. No matter what, this is bound to happen when we practice right meditation, where we place ourselves in the field, not simply imagine. Techniques that are simply make you into imagination, they're only temporary to the extent that you are there. How can you imagine about that infinite that you don't even know what that is to feel like? You can't imagine of something that you don't know what it is like. Imagination comes from the conscious mind of limited understanding, whereas dropping the mind automatically moves us into that wholeness. Because mind is the separator between visible to invisible, or the mind, the form, is the creator of matter. So we drop the mind. The right technique that drops the mind will help us experience the whole. And so then we embrace very, very naturally everything in the whole, which is these kingdoms. Let's go into practice once again, dear friends. We have a very important guest today. I'm so excited. Every day, every Saturday, we bring masters. Masters again this Saturday, and then this is perhaps the last Saturday in this program. Before next Saturday, this program would have concluded. Next Friday is the last for this program to conclude. So we have treasure of experience to listen to. Let's go into the practice once again. We're doing breath mindfulness meditation. Our goal is to rest the mind, empty the mind of thought, and we do this by observing our natural breath. With our eyes closed, as you see in the picture, sit down comfortably in a chair on the floor, fingers into fingers, hands rest on your lap, closing your eyes. Your spectacles, remove them, and observe natural breath. Anywhere on the nose as a reference point, preferably at the middle of the eyebrows, right there where the nose starts. When you observe the breath, the natural breath, slowly, mind becomes empty of thought, or less and less of thought. And then go into calmness. As the mind is becoming less of thought, we experience total emptiness inside and all outside, all around. Be with it, witness it. That presence of awareness helps us to notice everything that's happening there. Not with our senses, but with awareness. Witness all of it. In case thoughts are there, and at any given time thoughts are there, and all the time thoughts are there, when thoughts are there, move your attention back to the breath, and again start all over. Observe the breath. Again, go into empty states. Called breath mindfulness meditation. And before you do this practice, we are doing heart elevation process to move us into higher vibrations, to coherent states, something very important, very good, conducive for breath mindfulness meditation. Just follow my guidance for this, dear friends. Relax yourself, sit comfortably, relax your body. Dear friends, dear masters, with your specs removed, eyes closed, with your hands on your chest area, resting your attention on your sacred heart, feel your beautiful heart. Feel the seat of all emotions. Nurturing all life. With its higher vibrations of love. My dear friends, with a slow, relaxing breath, connect with your heart center. Love it, appreciate it. Breathe into it. Where you place your attention, there you place your energy. Feel and imagine of an experience of deep joy, appreciation, gratitudes, and fill your heart center with that emotion, that energy. Simply hugging a tree, playing with a child, appreciating a colleague, being there for someone who is in need. Whatever that may be, move yourself into that emotion, feel that energy. Relive that moment and feel that energy. Allow yourself to direct that energy to all things and everyone to help them elevate themselves, to help them heal. Where you place your attention, where the energy flows, the more you experience this energy of love, appreciation, joy, the more coherent you become. Slowly, let's go into breath mindfulness meditation. With your fingers into fingers, hands in your lap, comfortably rested. Observe your natural in-breath and the out-breath, resting your attention at the root of your nose. Noticing that easy, gentle in-breath and the out-breath at that point. Yeah, in this powerful group meditation, dear friends, when you observe that intelligent, connected breath, You go into experiencing emptiness, nothingness. As calmness, as stillness. Hello, yourself. To merge into your breath and allow yourself to merge into that emptiness, that greater calmness inside of you, all around you. All emptiness is energy. The quantum field of energy, the field of existence, that ever existing, ever expanding, ever blissful. The longer you stay aware of that inner calmness, this emptiness, the more you merge into this field, the more familiar you become of it, and the more you receive from it. If you find yourself distracted in thought, gently move into observing your breath and allow yourself to slowly go into that calmness, that emptiness. Where there's no body, where there's no thing. Allow yourself to merge into that emptiness inside of you, all around you. This is your higher mind, that awareness, that observer in you. Always paying attention to you. The more you dissolve into this nothingness, the more you tune in to this awareness. Everything and everyone are connected as one in this field of energy. In this field of your greater consciousness. The longer you experience this energy, the nothingness, the more one you become. Friends, it's truly a privilege to be experiencing this life at this time of history. Many are not so blessed. Express gratitude to all things and everyone. Your gratitude to your parents, your teachers, mentors, family, friends, colleagues, everyone in your life. Give thanks to this grand nature, the bird, the fish, and the animals, planets, stars. Gratitude to everything you use, the technology, all the companies, government systems. Gratitude to yourself and to this intelligent universe. Gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. Relax your body. Recollect your experiences from the session. And whenever you're ready, you can keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds and then you may open your eyes. Okay, dear friends. Hope you enjoy the session. We're on the spiritual quotient, understanding, elevating our understanding to a higher level. Nature of spirit, nature of soul. This week is beyond the body. Knowing beyond the body. So one of the things that I thought, and this perhaps is there in the recommended books, The Uncommon Truth by Patrici. The most apt book for knowing or increasing our understanding about the nature of personal reality. Patrici always simplified the concepts. The beauty, how do you use your time? I use my time in 3 ways. I enjoy myself, I entertain myself, I enlighten myself. Because Patrici always said, whatever practice must lead to a great life here. And he always said, Jagat Satyam, Brahma Satyam. Both are there and both are true. Nothing is unreal. And so you experience here, own it. Whatever that happens in our life, own it. And so the understanding, elevate understanding, this is a beautiful book in the form of Q&A, Uncommon Truth, that we are, I believe it may be there in the recommended books that are sent. Please do take a look at that. And so rightfully in that is we have our masters today, very, very happy and grateful that Dr. Aditya ji, who is a very, very senior master from Ananda Sangha, great spiritual organization, who is head of India, is joining us. While we also have our own Buddha CEO master. Yes, madam. And I'm happen to be in their home today. Sudha madam, who is having an amazing amount of experiences in the spiritual realm with Mahathir Babaji, with Yogananda Paramahamsji. And it is a beautiful play of events that came together to have none other than the head of this organization, Ananda, in India. Dr. Aditya ji is also here, joining us today to share his wisdom, his experiences of meditation. Aditya ji, namaste. Thank you for joining. Not able to unmute? Yes.
Thank you, Chandraji. Greetings. Thank you for inviting me, and very nice to be here with all of you.
Yes, sir. It's great that our common connection, Karthikeyan sir, is the conduit.
Yes.
So I got to know you. I think on a couple of occasions we couldn't meet, but then it happened today. So happy, even though you are traveling across the world, but they're able to take time. So thank you for that. Right.
It's my job.
Yes, sir. And here we have a master who is very connected to the essence that you as an Ananda is connected to, which is the great master Yogananda Paramahamsa ji, and then Sudha madam as a master here in Middle East has been having an amazing experiences. Then I put all of them down into a book also recently. And it's a common practice for us to bring leaders, bring people who are having great life with meditation and to share their experiences here. So thank you for joining. I'll have Sudhaji share and then I'll pass on the mic to you.
Wonderful. Looking forward to it.
So,
Nice to have you, Sudhaji.
Thank you so much, sir.
yes.
Such a privilege.
Yes. Namita madam, can you please introduce?
Yes, sir. Sudha Rao, a spiritual seeker and entrepreneur living in Dubai for the past 25 years. Her journey of inner transformation led her to connect with Buddha CEO in 2020, deepening her commitment to conscious living and leadership. She is also the author of Finding Yourself, Odyssey, a reflection of her personal quest for purpose, clarity, and self-realization. Welcome, Sudha ma'am. Over to you.
Namita ma'am. Namaste, everyone. It's a great privilege. Thank you so much, Chandra sir, for giving me this opportunity. And also, I'm happy, sir. I mean, so if I have to talk about my journey, I started with Buddha CEO in the year 2020. It's during the COVID. One of my very good friends, she introduced me to meditation. That's when everything, my life has completely changed, and that's how, like, everything, I can say life has become miraculous. I started with initially it was just that I became calm and I became I was much contented. I felt more contented. But as things went on, I was attending Sir's gratitude, all the 40-day programs, and also I was into service for some time, and but later on, that's when I understood meditation is not just becoming calmer, and it's not about. Initially, I came for that. I didn't know much about it. I was not a avid reader, and I was just, very common. I mean, when meditation came into my life, initially, everything changed. My perspectives. All the extremes became. I mean, I became much more balanced. Still, I'm work in progress. It's not that I've worked on everything, but everything. I mean, at least there is a lot of awareness what I see in myself, and also it has given me. If I see now, it's a rebirth, I can say. I have started, there is a lot of conscious surrender, I would say. I mean, my life has been taken care of. I have attended Sir's intensive meditations. I think from there, everything has changed. And that is that's where I met my gurus. Paramhams, I got connected with them, and that's where everything started. It was beyond what I understood. Now, if I see it, I'm much more. I have. Whatever happens in our life now, letting go is a part of my journey, like letting go in the sense anything comes in, I just take it, I accept things as they come. And meditation has really helped me in surrendering. Basically, it's all about surrender. That's what I understood. When we surrender, things have been taken care of very beautifully. Consciousness takes care of everything. So how it all started is as I mentioned, I attended Sir's intensive meditations, and I started connecting with my spirit guides, Paramahamsa Yogananda ji and Mahavtar Baba ji. So that's when everything changed. My life was like, everything was effortless. Sir came in the year 2022, and he came and he said, we want to organize, have sessions. It was COVID, still COVID was prevailing. And Sir asked us to arrange meditation sessions in Dubai for the first time. So I didn't have many people here. I can count on one or two people who were meditators. So I was like, how will I do all this? Like, who will come? But I'm grateful to Sir. He said, even your family will be sitting. I'll do the session. So I was like, okay, that's when I understood what is surrender. That I had the, how will we do it? But just the word, I was like, okay, now things will be taken care of. So, and everything went on beautiful. 45 to 50 people turned up during COVID. It was still prevailing. That's what. So we could manage, and how things happened, it just happened. Everything, even my family, everyone, we were all together, and beautifully everyone was connected, and sessions did happen. And that's when I understood the power of surrender. And even after that, after Sir came into our life, I see a lot of difference in my family life too. My children have beautifully taken meditation as into their regular routine. Now my daughter is abroad. I thought it's just that every day, I mean, she's seeing us, and she now for everything, the tool is meditation. If she's upset, Mom, I have to meditate. I mean, that's how they have taken it. So for a mother, it's a delight seeing children. I mean, she's alone, and now she has taken it. And for everything, the tool, I mean, if they're using it at that age, so that is a real delight for, I mean, for every mother, I guess. And there are many things which, after I got connected to my spirit guides, initially, I was instructed to practice silence for a week. I mean, every weekly once, and also I have been practicing Kriya Yoga. I was guided to do Kriya Yoga, and that also happened miraculously. I was just finding for where can I find, I mean, I wanted to practice Kriya Yoga because I didn't know where and what. In Dubai, we don't have branches. That's what I understood, in-person classes. So I was just exploring, and suddenly someone messages me the next day, and I'm getting a mail. And surprisingly, I got introduced, and I've finished this Jan. I have finished one of, I mean, I'm a Kriya Ban now. So everything, the life, I mean, it's just effortless. It's taken care of. What I want to say is it's been taken care of. So, and also I was told to read autobiography of Yogi in the start, which I didn't understand why I should read it. Then I started reading because I was, as I mentioned earlier, I'm not a avid reader, but now things have changed, and that book has completely changed my life. After that, I don't think I have now. I mean, I was told to keep the memos of whatever experiences I was getting, especially, I mean, how astral travel is important for everyone. I mean, I was instructed by Babaji that pure consciousness and how important is astral travel, like everyone. And initially, I was questioning everything. I was very skeptical about the journey because when it started with my spirit guides, I was like, why? Why me? I mean, there were so many questions which were there. And there was a lot of uncertainty. I didn't understand the process because, as I told you, I wasn't aware. So that made me think, and I was told to keep them, I mean, compile all those experiences. I was being taken to Shambhala. There were other places. So it was deeply personal. Definitely, I wouldn't share with many, and even though Sir was insisting on sharing, but I don't know, somewhere I couldn't share, and there was a lot of uh, uh, I wasn't ready, and then Babaji told me, "No, you have to. I mean, you have to write a book." I was like, "Oh my God, how will I do that?" I mean, these are very, very personal. And that's when I was like, oh my, how will I do that? It was before 2 years. I didn't even imagine I'll write a book because it's like with all the experiences what I got after all the astral travel, I mean, it means nothing to many people because what will they get if I'm traveling, doing astral travel? I'm meeting masters, of course. So, I mean, this book is especially for those who are who have traveled my path, who are into, you know, who have actually been in those, I mean, a common person like me who is not at all, who does not have an understanding of what all this is about, who are spirit guides, why do they come, do they speak, with all his guidance, sir's guidance wasn't there. If you don't have a mentor who is guiding you in the right, many might disbelieve all this. I mean, there is a lot of, I mean, many people have left the path also. I have heard people who have left the path also. So there was a constant guidance from sir, and I was instructed to write this, and I'm just a mere instrument, and I have
Please talk about the
written
book.
this book.
This is the book that she wrote. Find Yourself Odyssey.
And which is, I'm ever grateful to sir.
Full of experiences. We talked about earlier, friendship with the angelic kingdom. What happens when you're friends with somebody? They give, they give, they give. So a perfect example of friendship with the angelic kingdom, then none other than the great masters Babaji and Paramahansa Yoganandaji, talking about taking you to different dimensions, different planes, explaining, we only heard Shambhala. How is Shambhala? The waterfalls adjust their intensity as you walk around. Can you even imagine that there is this energetic fields that as you walk through, they adjust so that gentle about you. So that's the experience that she was having through them. We cannot imagine that what is out there. That's called, how can you even imagine what is out there in the infinite when we don't know what the infinite is like? And so then it opens up many such understandings when we are going through meditations, when we are making friends with masters. It would be as simple as having a mentor here. You have a business mentor, you work with them, make friends with them, they give you newer insights. The same thing, you have a mentor, you meet them, you're sincere about it. And so then they give you so many insights. The book is all about this amazing book. Thank you, Sudha Madam, for sharing it and honoring the request by your guides. Right. Yes. How do people get this book, by the way?
It is on Amazon, sir.
It's on
Amazon.
Amazon. Okay. Every meditator's experiences must be penned down, everyone, with an exception, and then should be read by everyone else because it increase our third eye capability, our ability to understand our experiences, relate our experiences. Okay. Many more learnings that she had from this and which we talked about in this book that you will know how one thing that we talked about, heard from her, surrender. And she referred to autobiography of Yogi. So let's invite Aditya ji here and to share, to receive his wisdom. Yes, Namta Madam.
Yes, sir. Dr. Aditya Kumar Gate is a spiritual leader and medical professional. As Assistant Spiritual Director of Ananda Sangha, India, he shares yoga and meditation teachings inspired by Paramhansa Yogananda. A trained rural surgeon and yoga teacher, Dr. Aditya has conducted free medical camps and talks on stress management, wellness, and yoga. He has worked with global industry leaders and offers consultancy services on healthcare and spiritual growth. Welcome, sir. Over to you.
Thank you, Namita ji. One question. I was told 20 minutes, but since we are running a bit late on time, should I go for 10, 15 minutes? What do you think?
Please go through full 20 minutes, sir.
Okay, I'll set a timer. Here we go. Well, first of all, my gratitude, Chandraji, to you, Karthikeyanji, and many others for inviting me. It's wonderful to be with like-minded people. And yes, it's evening time over here. I'm on the East Coast of America. I'm here visiting some of our centers and communities, and it was very nice to receive a few days ago this invitation, and I'm very happy to be here. So what I'll be doing, friends, is sharing a little bit about, like Sudhaji shared, about my journey with meditation. And then we'll have some questions and answers, which I would very much like for you to ask, because sometimes don't be shy, because one person's question and something very simple, something as simple as what is meditation, which is defined in many different ways, can be very enlightening to somebody else. So I hope there'll be some questions at the end of the session. So in brief, like Sudhaji, you were sharing, many years ago, I remember it was 2005 or 6, I was training, doing my internship in Delhi, then working with some hospitals. And of course, as it happens, you're facing life and death in hospitals. You're seeing them. It makes you certainly pause, especially when somebody passes away, makes you stop and think what just happened. Of course, the natural next question I remember that was coming to me was, where did they go? It was not something I had thought of, but I asked one or two teachers, professors, if they knew any better what's happening. And they, the way people put it was, they've died. Let's make the death certificate and finish the paperwork. You're asking unnecessary questions. And I don't blame them, because it's a realm, like you were saying, Chandraji, that people, either it doesn't strike them or it seems a little impractical to ask those questions. But fortunately, as people say, the universe was listening. I found the book Autobiography of a Yogi. And of course, that book answered all my questions, from not only what happens during death, after death. There's a beautiful chapter. Looks like, Sudharji, your book is on a little bit on the theme of chapter 43 of Autobiography of a Yogi, where Yogananda's guru Sri Yukteswar comes back after Yogananda has buried his dead form. In Puri, after weeks later, Sri Yukteswar ji appears once again to him in the physical form and gives in great detail the explanation, a little bit of the astral world. So anyway, it was interesting. It was something I had never heard, imagined. And I found it very interesting. I cannot say it's my experience, but it certainly prompted me to learn meditation, Kriya Yoga. And it's been now, close to 18 to 20 years now. How does meditation help me? Well, first of all, it is my favorite activity, I can say, for the day. Here I am trying to close a day. I started with something. I met with some friends, family. We went out. And I have to say, it's a little bit like starting your day with if you're going on a journey, you want to get the tank full on or battery if you're having an electric car. So you start your day with meditation. If you've experienced some peace and calmness and joy, you feel like you're full inside. It's a little bit like money in the pocket. It's, you have some peace and joy to give to somebody. And usually if the day has been challenging or turbulent, I very much look forward to an evening of sadhana or meditation, where I know that I just have to reach my house. I just have to sit down, close my eyes, and do some practices, some pranayams. I'll talk about it, and I will start feeling better. It's again coming back little bit like a mobile phone which has gone down on battery and charge, and the moment you plug it in, it starts going up. And the yogis say, when we do this more and more, it starts becoming our second nature. Whatever we are looking at, reading, the kind of person we are spending time with, that starts rubbing off on our nature, in our voice, in our words, thoughts, and actions. So when we meditate, let's break it down into 3-4 steps. What happens universally, irrespective of you're doing Kriya Yoga or japa or visualization or a Buddhist mantra practice. There are a few basic things by and large. One would be, you will often see a meditator with a spine which is by and large straight, and it's not stiff, but it's simply straight. Why? Because let's say you're happy. Well, you don't say, I'm so happy. When you're happy, you automatically straighten up, your heart opens, chest opens. So the yogis discovered thousands of years ago that if you're happy, that's good. But if you're not, but you want to be, start with the spine. If you can keep the spine straight, the flow of prana up the spine, call it the Kundalini energy, call it the life force, call it prana, through the chakras, sort of it comes unobstructed to quite a degree. So in meditation, I have found keeping a straight spine is helpful. Second thing would be meditate. When you're meditating, you're trying to breathe in a relaxed way, which is to say diaphragmatically. Again, looks very simple. Breathing, it's called belly breathing, how a newborn breathes. But somewhere along the line, we can forget how to breathe that way because of stress and external factors. But once again, this morning I was doing a class and I was quoting a research from the University of Chicago from almost 20 years ago. Just by breathing diaphragmatically, up to 40% of reduction in the symptoms of stress can happen. So once again, sitting up straight, that's step one for me. Breathing diaphragmatically. The third would be, and Yogananda ji emphasized this point, gaze upwards. Behind closed eyelids or half closed, whichever you prefer, your gaze is up. Again, looks like a very simple thing. But he said when you're inspired, you look up. If you see even advertisements of somebody who is shown as a visionary, as somebody who is optimistic, they will never show them like this. They'll always show, wow, what a bright future. You're looking forward, you're looking up. And Yogananda said when your gaze is up, you bring more energy to the point between the two eyebrows, the spiritual eye. Medically, one of the most important parts of our brain is here, the prefrontal lobe. I will not go in the detail of that subject, but it is called by neurologists. For the last 40 years, it has been called the chief executive function area of the brain. Even that simple thing of, again, lifting the gaze, it's not like you're not squinting your eyes to be here. You're just looking in that direction. Like, again, if your eyes were open and you're looking at a rainbow, now the only difference is you close your eyelids, but you're continuing to look in that direction. By doing that, we bring greater neuronal activity or blood flow or glucose uptake. Again, these details are not important, but that's what's going on in the brain at that time. Well, why is this important? Decision making, willpower, expression of maternal love, kindness, willingness to learn new things, peace, calmness, joy, integration of information, all these very important functions, social behavior, all of this is regulated at the point between the two eyebrows in the prefrontal lobe. So again, in short, instead of trying to change so many things about ourselves externally, the simple act of sitting down to meditate, lifting your gaze, starts bringing more activity over here. And on a very practical level, I wish I had a slide to show you. I was showing it this morning to a batch of teachers, but the more the prefrontal lobe is active, the less is the limbic system, which is where fear, anxiety, and those, which they have a role, but excessive anxiety, we all know, it's not helpful to us. Stress is not helpful beyond a point. So how do we control it? Meditation is a simple way. So again, I'll simplify these 3 points. Sitting with the spine straight, that's important to me. Breathing diaphragmatically, keeping the gaze up. And then what happens if you keep the gaze up? Well, if we go back to Patanjali's Ashtanga Yoga, the fundamentals of Patanjali's teachings, or Raja Yoga, there's yam, niyam, the attitudes. There's asana, you sit down to meditate. There's pranayam, you're working with the breath a little bit and inner energy, if you can feel that. Then comes pratyahar. What is pratyahar? Interiorization of the mind. Right now, my eyes are open. I'm exteriorized. I'm looking at things around me outside, which is okay. That is a need to be in this world. But when you're meditating, you want to go within. You want to interiorize. And Yogananda was once in a party, and a photographer came to him, and he said, "Smile." And he said, "One moment. Let me first go into samadhi." That is the highest state of meditation. And he said, give me a moment. And 1 moment later, he said, now take the picture. That is the level of pranayama. That is the level of control he had, that in 1 second he could go into samadhi. But for all of us, or many of us who are aspiring in that direction, we try to lift that energy up the spine to this point and interiorize, pratyahar, interiorize the mind. Now, here's the important thing. Once, if I'm looking out, I can say, oh, this is nice, that is beautiful, what a rainbow, what a nice mountain peak. Similarly, when we interiorize, the yogis have said, you start enjoying different things at the point between the 2 eyebrows. To give one example, he'll say, you can see an inner light. You can hear the sound of Om. You can feel peace, calmness, joy, love, wisdom, power, inspiration can come to you. So Yogananda ji said, it's not like you're thinking, but like the Bhagavad Gita, there's a chapter, the outer and the inner universe. So from outer, we are moving inside, and a whole different reality of our own inner self, call it higher self, call it God, opens up. So in meditation, again, sitting up straight, diaphragmatic breathing, lifting the gaze, and then you can practice some pranayama, kriya yoga or mantra. But once you feel, let's say, peace over here, it's like you start spending time with that peace. And the more time you spend, like Chandraji was saying towards the end of his guided meditation, the more time we spend in that state of awareness, when we come out of meditation, the more that reflects in everything we do, because you've spent time with that reality. So for me, meditation is about trying to, first of all, do my sadhana twice a day, try to do it longer when I have more time, and be able to work on these inner realities and to bring it into my outward life. Also, that is a test of how deep I went. My mind can tell me you've gone very deep, but if the way I'm talking to people, if my behavior with them is not appropriate, then I have some work to do. So I try to take my meditation out in my daily activity. Anyway, those are some thoughts. That's how I do my sadhana. It's been 18 years. And I was telling somebody some years ago, I said, I have barely scratched the surface. And the person said, oh my God, I'm so discouraged. This is my first year of meditating. And after 14 years, if you are scratching the surface, what hope is there for us? I said, it's not. I said, I live with somebody who's been meditating for 52 years. But it's not like meditation is a limited depth well. I said, the more you do it, the more you get. God is said to be inexhaustible. So I said, it's good. I enjoyed my meditation on day 1, week 1. But I said, after 14 years also, it feels quite new. So I said, I look forward to it every day. It's not like I've gotten tired of it. That's what I was trying to say. So I'm happy to take some questions now if somebody has. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Aditya. So that's wonderful.
Thank you.
That energy that is there, and then you're sharing how your journey is and how much importance you give to your daily practice. Because we start from where we left, somebody can readily open up into the realms of everything based on where they left. Sridharji must be a great master to be able to converse at will, to be with the guides in the past. And so it didn't matter if somebody is 50 years experience or somebody is 10 years. And then with short experience, you are leading a big movement. While there are those with longer experience not necessarily leading a movement, because that your past, I'm sure, is there where we're starting from where we left. And so that's how in 10 or 15 years they were there. But here is, I wanted to say to people who are listening, 3 things that Dr. Aditya just said, 3 things that we don't do. Now, so there are 2 meditation techniques here. We don't keep the spine erect. We say start the way you are. And then in Kriya, we need to give spine erect. Then here, we are saying observe your natural breath. So Kamaya Pranayama. There you do some diaphragmatic breathing. Third, we're saying keep your eyes closed. Chin up, maybe not necessary, but there, chin up. The three things that are there. Millions of people heal, millions of people find their purpose through the technique. Millions and millions and millions of people who are finding their purpose and joy through this technique. Anapanasati at its best in the world, 1 in 2 who meditate are practicing anapanasati. They're finding joy and peace. So many, Mahatma Babaji and Yoga Paramahansa is just been amazing, amazing masters and guides in giving this Kriya Yoga techniques. So two contrasts, two are there. And so how do we know what serves me? We experiment. The only way for masters is to go in iteration experiment. Ultimately, you know what serves me, and then you take that path. Each path I firmly believe takes us from a point A to point B, and then from there you go from there to another, because there's infinity to experience. No path can. We don't know where it takes, but you do know that it is serving you till the point, and then you say, okay, I need to go beyond. And so then you are looking again. And so that's all it is, dear friends. We experiment, and then we recognize and say, what serves me, what is that I feel like doing more, and we do it. But the purpose is one, is to have that joyful, happy life, which is Aditya is exuberating so much in his sharing. So I really loved your sharing, the energy with which you are talking about this. Thank you.
Thank you. I want to say thank you. Thank you. Thank you. 'Cause I'm so grateful. So grateful. Oh, grateful. I'm so grateful. So I want to say thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day.
Welcome to the program Gratitude. It's day 34 and it is batch 2. Yes, as I had shared as a host also, there can't be a better way to start your day with such programs. Please, first of all, it is all about wisdom, and then it is meditation, blissful meditation, and then such a profound and motivational talk by both the speakers. Perfect way to setting your frequency high. And as we say that meditation is that portable paradise inside us only that can be called upon anywhere, anytime, for any number of time and for any amount of time. So it is always the best time to get into the meditation. And as we all know that nature loves harmony, when we practice meditation, we become aware, we become non-judgmental, and learn not to take things to our heart. Our uncontrolled reaction becomes deliberate action. So awareness again is that siddhi, is that power. That is the major difference before joining meditation and after meditation. Then you can always work upon your mental, emotional, and physical processes. You are able to enjoy the present moment. You are being able to enjoy the moment of being alive and to lead a harmonious life. Yes, kindly ask question or do share your experience. I'm sure. Yes, Babita Thakkar ma'am, kindly make her a panelist. Yeah, Monica, can you please? Yes, thank you. Thank you, Monica. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Bhargavi ma'am, you want to go first? Please do. I can go later. Please.
Yes. Ma'am, sir said no, ma'am. If we experience something, then we'll get bored of it, and we'll come out of it, and then we may want another experience. So, kids, they always wants to see the cartoons. Even though they see the cartoons, they won't come out of it. They won't feel bored. Why so?
You are trying to say कि as adult we get bored of one having one particular experience, then we want to go for the another one, and but that is not the case with the kids. Ma'am, yeah, I think you need to go for the parenting class, because I can now understand you have young children to deal with. That's why your questions are totally based on your children's life, and that is quite natural also. That is quite natural also. But I would just say be patient with the kids. Let them too, as long as they are enjoying. What is the harm? In fact, I do remember when my son was quite young. I think not even an year. Doctor has suggested let him watch TV. I was wondering, I was quite surprised. How come you are asking me to make him watch TV? He said, then how will the all-round development take place? I was quite shocked that doctor telling me this. So I think let them be. Child is, let them be with all his instincts. At least now they can enjoy, and then over the period of time, they know how to draw the line. If I don't know if they are school going, if your children school going, then of course at one point you can be strict. First they do their homework or whatever, though you have to see where to draw the line, and that maturity, that patience, that acceptance, I think as you practice meditation, that will certainly come along with it. Yes, Sai, you have raised your hand.
Yes, ma'am. One point I'll add it.
Yeah, she
You
has also young
need-
children. She will advise
Yeah.
you. Yes, guide you.
If children are getting bored, you sit with your children and play with the children. That is a good idea. Then
Yes.
children will not get bored. Once
Yes.
Vani madam told to me, when they're watching TV, you also sit with them. When they're playing, I'll sit with them. Sometimes they wants to play with play with me. I'll play with them. You Ludo or something else. They'll not get the bore.
Yes, I think it's a very good suggestion, because they also see parents also involved in their activity. So that makes you more connected with your children. They become more open with you. It's a very good idea. You can try that. Yes, Bhavita ma'am.
Yes. Namita ma'am, I loved the way today's session when you started that the mud in our life is the difficulties in our life, and our human life is the lotus, and we need to make it the lotus. It was so heart touching. And today, when the speaker talked about, Dr. Aditya spoke about his way of keeping the spine straight and, diaphragmatic breathing, I was trained that way also in meditation. And I recognized that before I did this, learned how to do diaphragmatic breathing, I was not breathing right at all. And just by doing diaphragmatic breathing, I think it helps a lot with your health. The question I had was, so beautifully he explained that he's meditating for 14 years. He still doesn't have experiences. And then we had Sudha ma'am, who started into meditation and has had tremendous experiences in few years, right? So each person is at a different level. Whether you have the astral level experiences or not, I guess depends on where you left last life. But to be able to feel the joy of meditation is why we all are sitting, right? Because we should feel, if we can feel the peace, or if we can enjoy the inner life of ours, it's a different thing, right? And this inner life is not the thoughts, but the inner life of the miracle happening in this body. So if you can expand more about this, because I do get concerned that sometimes hearing everybody's astral experiences, everybody writing a book, all that, I think it can be overwhelming for people like me. So if you can expand how to come to that middle road and balance, I'll be very grateful.
Sure, ma'am. In fact, today itself, I was talking that we have two entirely different masters in the session, though they are they belong to the same stream. That Paramhans from autobiography of a yogi. To be honest, ma'am, I would like to share my experience that way, because somehow I had also felt only darkness and heaviness in my forehead. And I used to hear all the experiences, all these astral travels and visions, and people floating in the air above the beaches, above Himalayas. So it was certainly, it was fascinating. But somehow, and I longed for such experience, but that feeling of feeling heaviness in my forehead was quite addictive. That kept me going. Somehow I never craved for that. That was not any deterrent that, oh, I don't get such experiences. Maybe I lack somewhere in my sincerity towards my practice, or somewhere, whatever. It just kept me going. I totally surrendered to the process. That I can proudly say, and just went along with the flow. And then last year, I have had my astral travel. I have experienced that. I had that astral travel experiences also. So I had also tasted that, and I must admit, it was really amazing. That gives you some kind of incentive. That's the difference. To meditate more, to get into more. I was quite tempted to sit in the longer meditation. And very briefly, how was my first experience? I would share. First of all, it was all of a sudden, after a blue, I was sitting in the temple. I was a very ritualistic kind of thing, doing my mantras and everything for 15-20 minutes I was doing. So all of a sudden, when I sat and after I went into came into meditation, that my puja stopped, because the moment I used to close my eyes, there was no scope of chanting. Somehow I used to get into that meditative state. So it is confined only to that lighting my diya, and I just bow. That's it. That is my puja so far. And sometimes I sit into meditation in the temple itself. Sometimes in other rooms. That is also fine with me. But yes, that moment I was sitting, I could see very beautiful geometrical shapes and very unique, vibrant colors. So beautiful. I just couldn't believe that whether it is my matlab, I am hallucinating, or by figment of imagination. Cylinders, different kind of cylindrical thing in magenta, blue, green, and that too very vibrant shades. I couldn't, so somehow, and that time I just checked myself, and my even I was not meditating. My eyes were also not fully closed. It was not half closed, but I checked whether my eyes are open or my eyes are closed somehow. So what was that? I really did not. Anyway, I just kept on. Then, and first my astral experience was that I was on a hillock. I thought I was, but I could at that time I could see that there are two levels of my mind. One for mine, I was thinking, oh, I was seeing myself that we 5-6 friends are holidaying on a hillock, and I am at the lower level, and few along with a friend or something, few friends are at the higher level, something like that. And I am sitting in a car, and that car is a red color car, and uh, uh, Then I say, who the hell is driving so fast and so matlab, rash driving? Then I see myself at the driver's seat. And I also noticed my car was all dusted. How come? And I could see from that level ki yes, I am, it's not dream. I am having that astral experience, that level. And that another level was going through that. It's going up and up. Then it all of a sudden it is passing through a crowded market area, uh, going along the road, that street, and both sides are shop. And then we are just, it is entering into that kind of restaurant, street house come restaurant. I'm just wondering what is happening, totally out of control, that driving the courier, and it is passing through the walls also. Then all of a sudden, I am at the outskirt of that city. Outskirt, it was all dark, and the sky is totally full of stars, shining stars. There is something, maybe millions of stars. There is something written. They have certain, I tried to read. By the time before I could see what is written, it had come to an end. So both I could explain why I said in detail, simply because both my minds were working. Well, I could see my conscious mind also, yes, this is experience, this is not my imagination, and this is happening. And that subconscious mind was acting at a different level, and then somehow it stopped. After that, nothing happened, but somehow I kept on going. Only the difference was that it served as a kind of incentive to me, that yes, I can go for deeper. I can go for longer durations, because for longer duration, I have seen you have to, um, uh, there is some inner voice coming in, and you have to be very committed. You have to get up, you have to see that you have to make a commitment with yourself that for 3 hours you're going to meditate, and whatever hindrance is coming, you have to see, ensure that you will do it. It's a kind of some kind of resolution, I would say. So it is not always, it was not possible in my case. Sometimes I could meditate for 40 days, for 2 months. Then there was a totally, it had stopped altogether. For months, I couldn't meditate. I am talking about longer thing. For that daily ritual, my quota is always there. I ensure that is there. So whenever I meditated for longer period, it was altogether different experience. It felt like that I am at a different, what can I say, at different level. There used to be a inner calmness inside me. Then I was dealing with so many other things, altercations with my mates or whatever it was. Then sometimes I used to think there is a conflicts, contradiction sometimes. But this is how we learn. So just a minute, there's disturbance. Let me switch to another place. Just a minute. Yes. So what I am saying, after that, I had 2, 3 more, then it altogether stopped. And with at the time of my father's death, I had shared, I was quite disturbed. I could see the inner voice. As I had shared earlier also, that voice was clearly, that clear voice, some male voice was telling me. So that was also different kind of experience. What I conclude, that you should completely surrender to the higher intelligence, what consciousness, I would say, yes, and I'm doing my practice with all sincerity and seriousness, but certainly you must try to go for the longer duration if your health permits. That will certainly provide you, because otherwise 20, 30 minutes, I'm not sure. And one more experience I would like to share, just a very recent one. I was in Lucknow with my mother, and there is a very Siddh temple, you can say. There are many Siddh temples in India, we know, in 1 lakhs, millions of temple nearby. It's a Hanumanji temple. I used to go there always on every Tuesday, sometimes even Saturday. This time when I went there, I felt the very deep sensation in my forehead, very deep vibrations. Somehow I was tempted to meditate there. I started meditating, and it felt like that my entire quota of around 50 minutes or 1 hour was just, it was getting fulfilled by just meditating there for 20 minutes or so. Because temple is crowded, and I was very conscious that yes, if I may get late, then yes, unnecessarily mother will be worrying or something, whatever it was. Somehow I didn't meditate for more than 20-25 minutes, but it was so deep. Then when I came back here, I was not feeling that kind of experience. Then I discussed with someone, then you are becoming analytical, you are comparing your that experience with that, and it is not matching up to that level. That's why you are thinking now you are not able to meditate properly in the sense that you are not getting into deeper state. So that's the problem. So I believe jitna surrender, if we surrender to the process ki yes, just we have to do our part, getting into the meditation, everything will be taken care of. I'm sorry, I think I had taken so long, but
Beautiful. It was very, very, I think I enjoyed listening to everything. It was very, very nice.
so
And since you talked about surrender, I wanted to share one thing that happened to me yesterday. And I wanted to thank all of you that how slowly, by being consistent, being perseverant, it makes a difference.
sorry to interrupt you. Once I think Durga ma'am or something who had raised her hand. You can please, you are there. Yes, please, ma'am.
Yeah, first let her go, please.
No. You can share. Then she can ask her question. I just
So
I just ensured that yes, she's there in the session. Yes.
So I just
Kindly
wanted to
add her
share
to the panel. Yeah, thank you. Yes, ma'am. Please continue.
that as I was, they say we reflect on what we are doing. And yesterday, I was talking to a friend that this meditation is teaching us that, we ask ourselves instead of, why this is happening to me, or pitying ourselves, what is it that I need to learn in this place? And so I've been doing this for a long time. And yesterday it hit me that usually, what is it that I am doing? I'm not willing to learn anything. I just like to just reiterate some sentence which I have caught before, and I just keep saying that same sentence. I'm not willing to learn. And so, what is it? If I really want to learn at that moment, it's that dropping of that useless thought that is creating the suffering. As soon as I drop that thought which is creating the suffering, that same situation seems so much better. And if I want a better future, I have a choice. I have a choice of asking myself, what is this moment teaching me? And then I realize, oh my gosh, I can be so happy right now. This moment is teaching me to let go, to surrender, and to really feel the joy that there is nothing to compare. So I just wanted to share yesterday, this insight helped me. And I slept so well last night after a long time. So I wanted to share that. Thank you so much.
Yes, so beautiful. Absolutely. When as if since we are responsible for our thoughts, only we can change them. And we are just learning the art, skill to change our thoughts. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you. Such a beautiful sharing. Yes, Durga Devi ma'am, please unmute.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for giving an opportunity. Actually, the thing what I thought to share today, most of the things that you have covered, ma'am. The same thing, the vibration, what you got, the colors, the patterns, what I'm getting it. Most of the things you have covered. So the same thing that my father also actually in different what is it morning if I do meditation, I am seeing my father in one place, and then afternoon if I do, then I'm seeing my father in another place. The way the journey I was traveling with my father first, when I started meditation, I saw my father just standing in a queue. Okay, they are entering into a cave-like structure. So he was standing. So I saw him. I didn't talk. The next time when I was doing the after a month later, I saw him. He was sitting inside the place where the monks Ramanar and then Ramakrishna, everyone is sitting and they are doing meditation, and he is also sitting and doing meditation. At that time I was telling, I'm fine, daddy, I'm okay, like that I told. And he said, okay, nodded his head, that's it, over, no conversation with me. And third time when I met him, I said, daddy, I'm doing meditation nowadays, like that. I said, you are in the right path, he said. So I was feeling so blessed, by hearing the voice. That day it was like that, okay, father has given this thing, like that. Then next, after a few days, I'm not getting every day, so some days I will get, so connection with that. So I asked in Buddha CEO also, is it okay, I'm traveling in this, what is it, I'm meeting my father now. They said, yes, you can, it's happening for it may happen, so no issue in that. Then next one more day I saw, he was having his prasad in his hand, and he said, have it. So I had it. That day I didn't even feel hungry. So I was feeling, oh, like that. So it was so nice, the experience what I had. And then one more thing, if I'm deep in my meditation, then automatically my spinal will get straight, and my hands are tightened. So that I felt. And then Chin, what sir said, no, it will up. So it's happening. And then one more thing, I don't know whether everyone is having or not. Um, what is it? At the end of the meditation, sometimes I don't want to come out of it. I want to stay. The more energy level, how much that I'm getting, I don't know how to say, that much energy I'm getting it. Today, sir said, no, what's her name? I don't know. I forgot. Okay, that sir said we have to stay
Aditya
in
sir.
that position. In that position for a long time. How much that you like to have. So it was what is it? The questioning. I was keep on thinking whether we have to come out or we have to be there, because that much energy. Yesterday also in Sabanika's class, actually she started conducting. So I'm what is it? She's doing very good. So the energy, vibration, whatever that I'm getting from Saubanika, really the word what she said yesterday, be in your what is it? If, whenever you are like, you have to be, you like to come out of your meditation, you can come out, otherwise be stay there. So the word yesterday she said, I also felt like that. I said after meditation, Saubanika, thank God you said the word, otherwise I will be coming out, because the energy what I felt is that much. So thank you for, what is it, I'm most of the answers I'm getting from you people and all. Every day I used to talk, but some hesitation was there, so I won't. So today I come out of it. Thank you for it. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you,
Okay,
thank
ma'am.
you. Yes, Savarnika, in fact, I can proudly say I was a facilitator and in the breakout room. It was first
Okay.
time she had shared. Then
Uh,
after that,
yes, ma'am.
she
Yes.
started sharing, and I'm
Uh,
glad that I'm connected with her.
and myself also, I started here. I'm in UAE, so my friends they see some changes on me, so they keep on asking, what are you doing, what are you doing. I reduced my weight, okay. And whenever I'm having time, so actually my meditation started from September onwards only. I was trying, then I couldn't get, I don't know what happened. Itching, then I told my friend, oh no, I'm getting itching, I don't want to do meditation, leave me. Then she said, no, you try, then there is a problem at home. Then that also, she said, yes, problem may come, you have to overcome of it, like that. She used to encourage me. So the way she encouraged Devu master, she is from Tamil Nadu only, my friend, close friend. So she encouraged me, and then she gave me Saubanika's group also. Then from there only, my journey is very good. Thank you for that. And one more incident, shall I add up, or it's time, ma'am?
You can, no problem.
Shall I?
Yes, you can. Yes,
Okay.
yes.
One more incident is, actually I started my career as a teacher in a Ramakrishna Math in Madurai. Okay, there I started my career. Then after a year, I left. I resigned my job. Then Swamiji asked, "Why are you leaving like that?" I said, I want some knowledge. I am not getting it from here. I said the word, but the puja, punaskars, and then the teaching, everything was fine only. But something I said. So I came out. Then I joined in different schools and walking around and came here, UAE, and I was working here also. Then finally, I get into meditation. Then in the meditation, I saw them. Then they are asking, where are you now? I said, I hope you understand. I was searching for knowledge. You were interested to go around and find out what you are going to. Yes, finally, where you can come here now. Finally, I came to his path only. So that was a thing. I got goosebumps in that situation. Thank you. So these are the travels that I had here and there. Very good. For everything, I got answer also. Why I'm not, what is it, puja punaskars, whenever I'm doing the same thing, what you said, ma'am, 20-25 minutes, I used to sit and do chanting everything. But the thing is, I was in a hurry, because I have to go to job. So in that manner, I was doing. Then after meditation, I make it calm. Okay, I lit the deepa. Okay, I was standing there and I do and at least one or two slogas I used to say. Then when I'm traveling in the bus, I used to sit calmly and I was doing 30 minutes continuous meditation. Then the work was going peacefully. I was really felt happy in that way. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, I think this session has turned out to be very mystical. Thank you so much for such a beautiful, beautiful sharing, Durga Devi ma'am. And it's my pleasure to have you in today's session and to hear all your divine experiences and the glow you are, we can see the glow your face. Yes, you are very right. If if we can afford to sit in the longer meditation, why not? You are feeling blissful. What is the need to come out of it? It's simply because out of compulsions. Yes, now it is time, breakfast time, after time to make tea, we have to come, or someone is knocking at the door. All these things are there. Otherwise, what is the need to come out of it? You can enjoy as much as you like, because that enjoyment is simply beyond expression. The bliss you felt when you are in that meditative state. In fact, when I do the guidance part, I just tell at the end that meditation aligns our body, mind, and consciousness. We are becoming consciousness as we are merging with this quantum energy field. So enjoy this blissful meditative state of yours as long as possible, as much as possible. And after that, now you can open your eyes, or you can continue to be in this blissful state of meditation. This is what I also tell. Yes, yes, yes. I really wish we can go on and on, but yes, we exceeded time. So I'm so thankful to Bhargavi for asking questions frequently, and very rightly you have your questions are on the relationship with your children, any relationship. We are just in every relationship of ours, we are just the mirror. So relationship is all about how we relate to ourselves. And what happens when we meditate? We understand friendship is a basis for any relationship which doesn't have conditions. So that yes, you start playing with your children, you start watching cartoon with your children. That was the best suggestion that Sai had given. Please try that. Please try that. And then when we learn to accept, forgive, surrender, and change, only then the change inside us can come. And then things can be taken care of. This is what I have been seeing. Of course, I am also learning. And as we say, it's always work in progress, but enough to keep us going. There is enough to keep us going. Thank you so very much. Thank you so much, Babita ma'am. Thank you. So next week it will be Neha. So this is, I think, probably the final day for me. But of course, on the final day, I may join. So I'm so happy, so elated that I was part of this program. Yes, ma'am. Yes, were you saying something?
Yes, Namita ma'am, it is amazing. I love the way you explain things, and we are very grateful to you. And we feel fortunate that you are able to express things and explain things so beautifully. Thank you so much.
Pleasure was all mine, and I am fortunate to have such vibrant participants in the session. Thank you so very much again. Happy meditating. Keep meditating, dear friends and masters. Yes. Namaste. Thank you, Sai, for your inputs.
Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful.
Bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you.
I love you
Bye-bye.
all.
Thank
Thank
Durga.
you. Namaste.
Thank you.
Thank you, Durga Devi ma'am, and